Hey, what's going on, guys? This is the New York Charizards, continuing the review of the UBL Season 3 draft brought to you by the Pokemon Battle and Trade community. So now we are in Week 14. Week 13 was the bye. Now we are facing off against... Actually, this team was previously the Delaware Pelipers, but that person had to drop and was taken over and was rebranded as the Mississippi Mudkips, taken over by Josh Chambers. So we're now in this is week 14, and I've got a couple new tools as well. One of which is Klefki right here. Steel Fairy Mon, great supporter with its prankster. Now let's see, what am I facing? So if I remember from Nate's one, he had Terrakion, he had a Mega Alakazam, and oh, Hydra's back from my previous battle with Quinton. Guess Hydra didn't live up. Oh well. He's got Xatu, Magic Bouncing Bird. He's got Ninetales. Huh, must have snagged that from, what's his name? Must have snagged that from James. And we've got Durant, or as I like to call him, Kevin, which, obvious pun for you basketball fans. So, let's get into this game. How did I begin? I led with Klefki. Wasn't sure what he was bringing. I lead with the light screen, and he goes straight for the U-turn to get out of there. So I kind of thought he would use Fire Blast. So, and since Hydra is mostly a choice item mon with either Specs or the Scarf, could have been either. So at this point, he throws a Thunder Wave. I'm paralyzed. He throws a Defog. I use Foul Play, and he's got Rocky Helm, so I'm assuming he's got Roost. So at this point, I'm gonna just get my barriers up and hope Klefki lives to fight another day. Now, see, he named it Kevin as well. So he goes for the Hone Claws, and I go for Intimidate. And this Iron Head, holy jeez, wow! That Iron Head went right through both screens. Used Life Orb damage, and used Hustle, I believe was the ability he had on him, and took out Lando T in 3 seconds. Lando, why, oh why? It's like, again, just goes down. Charizard goes Mega up. He goes for the Rock Slide. If this and it had that flinch me, I would have been in some kind of trouble, but it did not. Now, if I recall correctly, he had drafted a Ferrothorn, and I was trying to avoid the physical crash, so I used Flamethrower to avoid it, but he brought another 4x to steal, so fortunate for me. And down goes Kevin Durant. Now at this point, he has to be Mega Alakazam, because he can't be anything else. So he can't have a focus session. He can't use counter, because Alakazam, I believe, is a glass cannon in so many senses of the word. Will fall very easily to any well-placed attack, and definitely will fall to a boosted one. So he copies Tough Claws. Yeah, what claws? Sam, what do you got? And Mustachio, adios. Hydreigon, at most his speed is 324. Could be Scarf, but Charizard is 328 after one Dragon Dance. So even if you're Scarf, you can't catch me. You definitely can't catch me. So I think it's safe to use a Dragon Claw. He could have blocked with Ninetales, but did not. And now I'm still behind screens. I got 2 turns of light screen left, so I'm not too concerned here. So I click Flamethrower, aiming for that, but that's okay. Okay, so my Reflect is down. Interestingly, he did not go Scarf. If he had used Scarf Terrakion, he might have been able to take out my Zard. But at the same time, it would have also revealed set, and I still have Kartana waiting in the wings. So may have been a false assumption, but that's okay. So down goes his Terrakion. Now I just go for Dragon Claw, even though I'm taking some chip damage there because of the Rocky Helm and because of the snow. It's still the best move. It's still like the most surefire way. Because at this point, I believe my Kartana did have Smart Strike, and I still have Rabombi at the speed. Plus I have Sweeping, so unless you use Freeze Drive, then you're talking a different thing. But in this case, Charizard claims kill number 5, and then I go for Flamethrower, and he doesn't attack back, and I go for Flamethrower again, and that, as they say, is that. Relatively short battle, but gave Zard kills, but I will say in Josh's defense that that he had taken over a draft after all of his free agent picks had been used, so he had to rely heavily on those who would be willing to trade with him. So, fortunately, those cards was dealt, and it just ended up paving the way for a six KO sweep. So, but still, a good game. Came prepared with many threats that could have been ended a lot differently for me. So, GG to Josh C.